Hello. We're live.
You want to turn the fan off?
Yeah, we can turn on the fan.
I get some muggy, I'll turn it back on.
Okay, guys. We have the food portioned out. Oh, we got 4 viewers already. Anyways, I'm going to give them a few minutes to kind of warm up to us. They've been doing it a little bit faster the last couple days, or today especially. But, yeah. Here. I'm going to try to get all 3 of them to come out. Yeah. Here you go. So, Sesame can't really get through this gap. And let me push it back. All right, there. You can get through there now. All right, so I'm going to give people 5 minutes or so to come into the stream. I guess the plan for tonight is we're going to feed them first. What does this icon mean, really? I don't know. Anyways, I think in about 5 minutes we'll feed them. And then while they're being fed, this is my first public stream of the kittens. So maybe some people are coming in that haven't seen the kittens before. And then after that, we'll do sort of a gender reveal because we took them to the vet today. So the vet is actually able to tell us what their genders are. So we'll do a gender reveal on each one of them. We had Instagram polls on all of them to have our friends and family kind of guess the genders of the cats. So we'll kind of do a little bit about that. And then we'll also do like a vet update towards the end to kind of give you guys the details on how the cats are doing.
Are they ready for bed?
Health-wise. Let me keep feeding them some treats, get them warmed up. So we have 3 kittens. One's named Oreo. He's black and white. We have another one, I think you can see him right there, named Sesame. And the orange one is named Creamsicle. So they each have different personalities, I guess. Oh, okay. I won't accidentally reveal their genders just yet. So they all have different personalities. Oreo, the black and white one, is a little bit more skittish than the others. He's also a lot skinnier and smaller. He's kind of the runt of the group. You'll see when we feed them how well or how poorly he does in group settings, group feedings.
And then pull this back.
Yeah, you can pull this back. Sorry.
Can they still see?
Yeah.
We gotta stagger the food a little bit.
I'm also here with my fiance, Melissa. Say hello.
Hello.
And so then we've got this orange one named Creamsicle. He's kind of like super cavalier. He's really brave and friendly. He was the first one we caught, and he's been...
I think when we caught him too, he wasn't even scared inside the cage until he knew, like, oh, yeah, I'm going inside. Because for a while, he was just eating.
Yeah.
And he was like, whatever.
I guess you could say on some level he's a little clueless. But yeah, he immediately pretty much became a house cat.
Oh, we had to clean them too.
Yeah.
We can show them how we swaddle with a D. Because I can't speak sometimes and say swallow.
Oops, sorry.
Hey, bud.
Yeah,
okay.
So he likes actually being touched and stuff. The other one kind of run away and stuff. Yeah, there you go. I think we start feeding them in a minute or so.
Well, I think he's already here. She is already right here. So.
Yeah. Oh, you want to start feeding them?
Yeah, I'll feed Creamsicle.
So we're going to feed Creamsicle first.
Come on. Oreo? Is Oreo going to come?
Yeah, I think he'll come. What are you feeding them today? What's on the menu?
Let's see. This is, I forgot what's left over from this morning. Like you haven't finished that, but this is turkey breast, kitten food.
And then this is Sesame over here. Sesame is also a little skittish, although not as bad as Oreo. Yeah, Sesame has like really pretty eyes. Let me move this over so you guys can see all of them at once. So we're currently in our half bathroom downstairs, which is why this space is kind of tiny. I think it's realistically maybe like 2 feet wide and 5 feet long. So we're pretty cramped in here, but I think the kittens like it in here.
Do we need an update for those who don't know when we got them, when we found them?
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's this spot?
I think
like the vet. They probably put some tick and flea thing
on the top of their heads.
Yeah, it's like a little wet spot.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit.
Yeah. So pretty much, for those that don't know, actually, let me send the link out to some people. Boom. Just give us a second. Did you tell your sister?
Yeah, she's at Costco. Oh no, I didn't tell her.
Okay.
I didn't tell anyone besides Aaron.
Okay. Mark, are you in here?
Are people typing?
Nay.
Okay. For some reason, Creamsicle eats really slow.
Yeah.
But it still eats the most.
Right. So I think they're about halfway done with their food. We can start talking about like how we found them. So Friday night we came home around like 2 a.m.
Oh, that stuff on there. Hey. Be careful. Here, I'll move it over. There you go.
So Friday night around 2 a.m. we came back home from Melissa's sister's, and we pulled up to the driveway and we saw like some things moving pretty much in front of our garage. We walked up to it and we saw this little kitten hiding behind my lawnmower bag that I leave in front of the garage, and this thing was so small.
So they're about like a week ago. So like a week.
This is about a week ago.
Smaller they were. A little smaller.
I don't think that they've grown much since we've gotten them, but so pretty much that night, Creamsicle was super scared to move. Which one did we see next?
Pretty close to Creamsicle. We saw Oreo next. Oreo was running next to the garage.
Oreo, you're still here. Come on. Hey.
Pick him up and put him in front of the pole.
There. So pretty much we found them Friday night, but they were super skittish and they didn't really want to be close to us. So every time we would approach them, they would kind of run away. So what we did that night was we just left food out, some water, and then we have a security camera in front of our garage, so we kind of kept track of them there.
Your hands are staring.
I think he's done eating anyways. So we kept an eye on them with the security camera. The next day, I just spent like an hour building a shelter from some scrap wood that I had at the house. I pretty much made them a house because I knew that the week upcoming was going to be raining the whole time. And we did see them that next morning hiding under like a closet door that we have like leaning up against the garage, like a broken closet door. So we didn't want them like hiding out there. So that's why I made the shelter.
Well, we also didn't, originally Friday night, we wanted to pick them up individually and put them in our backyard just in case. But then we have a broken door panel, so they definitely could have gotten out pretty easily. And on top of that, I was hoping Mama Cat will come get them.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to put our hands on the kitten at all. But we waited, a few days? Still didn't see the mom come around.
Yeah. Pretty much the entire weekend, we kept a close eye on them. And we never saw Mama Cat. So pretty much these are either orphans or abandoned or something. Oreo, are you going to let... He's stretching his leg. Should we allow this?
Well, did Oreo finish? No, he didn't.
Oreo mostly finished. But so pretty much Saturday and Sunday, we kept track of them. I put a security camera out there, a small one that we could watch the house 24/7. We left food outside of it. And so we were noticing that the cats were a lot more active at night. And I think at this point, we were trying to figure out what to do with them. A lot of the shelters in Richmond are kind of overbooked at the moment. So I reached out to a bunch of them, and I was coming to a lot of dead ends because a lot of them were just sort of like not answering the phone, or it'd be answered by a robocaller that would sort of say something like, press 0 to talk to a human, and then you press the button and it would just send you to the first menu again.
We got some here. We were rerouted.
Yeah, we were rerouted a lot. And so the reason before this is because RACC and RAL, the biggest shelters in Richmond, both closed for COVID. And so a lot of the surrounding shelters have had to backfill for them. And those surrounding shelters can't really handle that load. So is that the washing machine?
That's the washing machine.
Okay. So a lot of these shelters in the surrounding area can't handle that load. And so a lot of them can't actually take in cats or strays. And a lot of them, we wanted a volunteer to come by and like trap the cats themselves and kind of do it. But nobody was willing to do that, or nobody had the capacity to do that. So we kind of had to do it ourselves. Luckily, we have a friend named Erin who volunteers at a shelter, and she was able to get a trap for us. And so I think Saturday through Monday is pretty much, I was constantly checking the security camera to see if we had trapped the cat, the kittens.
I don't think we started trapping until Monday. We left them in the shelter because you kept building it bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So at one point, I added onto the shelter and added like a carport. I'm calling it a cat port.
I think Monday night. We trapped Creamsicle.
No, Monday afternoon we trapped. So Erin came by Monday afternoon, and almost immediately, within like 40 minutes of her being there, we trapped Creamsicle. And so he just kind of, it just kind of, sorry, I say he just as a default. Creamsicle was caught almost immediately, and Creamsicle was just like kind of oblivious in that trap, just eating the tuna that we left out. And it wasn't until like 30 seconds in that Creamsicle realized that it was trapped. We brought Creamsicle inside, and it pretty much became a house cat immediately. Pretty friendly.
I'll take the empty ones.
Yeah. And then the other ones were a little bit harder to trap just because they're a little bit more shy, and they only come out at night. And so, yeah. To make a long story short, it took about 2 or 3 days to catch them all, and now they're here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're adjusting well. I think it helped Creamsicle. I think he or she was probably really worried at first, but once they're all reunited, we got pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Go through the.
Yeah. There's only 2 people online, but it's okay. You 2 watching will know everything. So pretty much
for now, we can take the box.
This entire time they've just been staying under this box, but
makeshift little box.
It's a makeshift little box, yes.
I would like them to finish eating that if they can.
Yeah, Creamsicle didn't finish its food.
It's fine because you feed them so many treats.
They're like grooming themselves inside there. But pretty much since we've reunited all three of them, they've been getting along pretty well, and they've haven't been really in distress too much. When we first caught Oreo, Oreo was meowing that entire night, in a lot of distress actually. But quickly after that, Oreo has settled down a little bit. Oreo's still a little bit skittish, kind of scared to have hands approach it. But I think Oreo's doing better. Yeah. I'm gonna lift this up. Or actually, I want them to finish this. They didn't finish this all the way. If anyone wants it.
I didn't bring the flea comb down, but they're already got their.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Any other things you want to share about them? I don't know.
No, nothing much.
Yeah. We'll let this slow kitty finish eating.
Oh, is this online? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say. It just says 2 people.
Okay.
Who's there?
What is she laughing?
Virginia says it's taking a long time to load.
Do your coworkers join?
You want me to leave it in the channel? I feel like my coworkers are getting like tired of me talking about the cats. Realistically.
It's okay. It's all good. Oh my gosh, is that your camera?
This is Creamsicle earlier in the webcam.
Someone took a screenshot of it?
No, I took that. This was Creamsicle earlier in the stream with its face straight up in the camera. They were like eating the wire and like jumping over the monitor and stuff.
They're getting brave.
When we're not here, they're very playful with each other.
Alright, I'm gonna bring up my Instagram poll just to have it up.
Okay. So in a second, we're gonna do. Ooh. Will says, I tried to go to the site and it didn't work.
Oh no.
Let me give him the link for it.
Do you embed it wrong?
No. Sometimes the blog that we have doesn't work 100%.
So when you send it to the Instagram, it doesn't work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. I'll probably give it a few minutes for people to come in. I'm gonna try going on my phone and see if it works.
Yeah.
Our site is crashed.
Is it crashed? Mute
That's
it.
right. Yes.
Mute it.
It works from the website.
Yeah, for some. So our blog is pretty much on the lowest performant tier of blogs. So it doesn't run that well. If yeah, pretty much it's like paid for processing, and I pay the least amount possible because I don't use the blog that much.
Sesame's gonna finish up.
Okay, it's fine if Sesame finishes the food. Although it's interesting that Creamsicle is the biggest, but doesn't finish
As fast.
its food or as fast. Yeah.
Yeah. There's more people join?
So Will is in the channel. What plot? So Will, to get a little technical, it's a EC2 instance. It's like a T3 micro, which is like literally, I don't know, 3 cents an hour. And then on top of that, it's using WordPress. For the blog, I literally pay like $4 a month, which is like, I think pretty cheap. Yeah. So it looks like they're done with their food. Or at this point, they're just picking at it. Yeah, it was a fun project at work. So this way you don't need to pay for hosting. Yeah, so on top of it being in an EC2 container, I have it turn off at midnight and turn back on at 8 a.m. to save pretty much 30% on money. Anyways, I think they're done eating. This is the last bowl, and this is how much is left. What should I do with this?
I think Sesame was gonna finish it.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah, they basically licked all the other bowls dry.
All right, finish it. Yeah. Looks like there are 5 people in here now.
Sophia's watching.
Sorry if someone leaves a chat message. The laptop's like pointed down at the ground, so
I can hold it up a little bit.
no, it's okay. I'm reading.
Presenting meow meow.
It's mostly just Will talking.
Oh.
Yeah. You can put it back down.
Okay. Virginia sound.
All right. All right. So.
Finishing up. Do you have your Instagram pull up?
Yeah. So I think we're gonna start on the gender reveal. So what cat do you want to start with?
Well, let's go through your poll and see what both thought, like your friends.
Do you want to swaddle them one by one?
Sure.
I don't know if that's gonna work, but so we have towels.
Amy's watching too. Okay, we can put this on the Do you want to put this on top of the toilet? It's higher.
All right, we got 7 people in the chat. So we're about to do the gender reveal, and so I thought that it would be kind of cute. I don't know. Let's just pick up the cats one by one and do their gender reveal. Yeah. And while we're doing the gender reveal, we'll also go over like the poll results, because we also left a poll out on Instagram to see what people think each cat is. All right.
I'll move over here. I don't want to see her.
I'm going to lift up the box of theirs so that they're easier to grab. Ugh. I'm going to put the box over there.
Which one first?
I'm going to get Creamsicle first, because Creamsicle, are you stream on OBS? I don't know what OBS means, but I'm on my... Shout out to Amy.
She was
Melissa's
one of the first two.
She was here at 2 people. So I'm trying to grab one.
It's easier this way. His neck, her neck, her. Yep. I'm so bad at this.
Yeah. All right. So I've got Creamsicle.
Okay, swallow. Try not to twist him.
I'm not twisting him. You're twisting him.
Okay.
All right. So.
I can get closer. What happened?
Will says no. Oh no, you use pronoun spoilers.
It's been by default.
I automatically assume male for some reason. I don't know. Sorry. Anyways, this is Creamsicle. He's the brave one of the bunch. And yeah. I mean, not he. Sorry. It.
We're so bad at
We're doing
this,
horrible.
guys.
All right.
So my Instagram poll, Creamsicle, 47% thinks it's a boy, 53% thinks it's a girl.
All right. So let me look at mine. Or actually, just see how many people voted.
No, I can't tell. I don't know how to deal with that.
You can click on it.
That's too much work, John.
All right. So go back to your thing. Archive. Stories. Poll. And then click on it. Oh. Click on the. What the? Can you see results? What? Anyways, let's just do this. So on my poll, 32 people voted for boy and 16 people voted for girl. So for my poll, it was pretty much 67% boy and 33% girl. And then on yours, what was yours?
It was
People voted 47% girl and or 47% boy and 53% girl.
pretty good. Pretty half and half on my end.
Yeah, on Melissa's poll, it was pretty much half and half. But mine was pretty much not half and half. So
Creamsicle is it's a boy.
yeah, Creamsicle is a boy.
But apparently we were told I think out of all three we knew like Creamsicle to be a boy because Aaron and even people from the shelter said that a lot of yellow tabbies are male. So we had a good feeling that Creamsicle was going to be a boy.
Yeah. I think from the very start we kind of were imagining that Creamsicle was a boy.
Cutie.
All the kittens are very cute. They're
very
all
calm right now.
They're all very well mannered. I would say.
Has not nipped at me like this.
Yeah.
Well, you want to clean up right now?
How do you want to clean up? Just with...
Let me get the wipes.
Okay.
We're already here. This eye is really dirty. So Creamsicle is a boy. Your eyes are dirty.
So we're just cleaning his eyes.
Does anyone say anything in the chat?
Oh no, Mark got a 500 error.
No.
I can just send him the YouTube link.
So they said that with crusty eyes, it was like a upper respiratory infection, probably. Go cold.
Oh no, don't jump up.
Okay, well, you're done. What's up?
Shout outs to Clay, my work dad, being in here.
Did he miss us?
Will says that he's 1 for 1 so far, so he's trying to see if he can do 3 for 3.
Okay, let's get your ears at this one too. Good job. The other one's kind of like. Okay, he's good.
You want me to put him on the floor?
You can put him on the floor if you want. You want to get the next one?
You guys want to see them crawl out of their swaddle? All right. Next is going to be Sesame, right?
I don't know.
Let me send this link to Mark because Mark got a 500 on the website. All right. So next, I'm going to try to pick up Sesame.
You might have to get it. Sesame's in the very back.
Yeah, Sesame is all the way behind the toilet. Leave this. All right. Mark says, shout out to Julie Coe for making all of this possible. He's here. Julie Coe was our intern, our professor that sponsored our internship. I don't even know what that means, Mark. All right, I'm trying to get Sesame right now. She's like hiding in the corner.
Whoever you can grab.
You mean Creamsicle again?
Oh. Oh, it's like this way.
I don't want to be too mean. Yeah. All right.
Uh-oh. I can't wrap around. Okay. Okay. There we go. We got Sesame now.
All right.
Oh, you're dirty.
Sorry, I keep using pronouns. All right. F's in the chat for female. M's in the chat for male. All right. So you want to show Sesame's face?
Yes. Okay. You want to hold on to this then?
So this is Sesame. Sesame's got really pretty eyes. What's on its face? What is that?
Well, fur.
Fur from a feather. All right. Clay says female. Will says male. Mark says male. And Virginia says female. All right.
My polls.
So on Melissa's poll, the results were 47% boy and 53% girl. On mine, it was 43% boy and 57% girl. So on both of the polls, people voted that Sesame is a girl, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. And let's do like a little bio about Sesame.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
So what do you have to say about Sesame? What are its qualities?
I would say Sesame is very sweet and a little skittish.
Yeah, it is a little skittish. It's also got like a kind of long, slender body, not like the other ones. Although they're all siblings, so they should all look the same, right?
Well, they have different coats of fur.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I would say it has really pretty eyes, apparently from a lot of people. I would say Sesame is the hardest to swaddle for some reason. All right, you want to review it? How do you know they're siblings?
Oh. How do we know they're siblings? Because they showed up at our house around the same time, and they all
sleep together.
Yeah.
They clean each other.
Swaddling is what you do to a baby to make it feel comfortable, I think. Right?
Good job.
Okay. Anyway, let's reveal the gender. So Sesame is a boy.
It's a boy.
All right. Who guessed male? So Will is right and Mark is right.
You can't separate.
Mark says you can't separate them. Heart emoji.
It's a boy.
So Will, how are you doing so far? Oh, he's two for two.
Good job, Will.
Mark is popping champagne.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit hot in here. So one thing about this bathroom is it doesn't have a
HVAC unit in here.
A heat or a air conditioning return? No, not a return. The vent thing. I don't know.
Is his eyes dirty? Do we need to clean them?
Are his eyes dirty? Yeah, they're a little dirty. So we're gonna clean his eyes also. I don't know if it's like is it a kitten thing that eyes just get dirty?
Yeah, Max get that way too, but not this crusty. Like this is like a little thickness.
All right, Oreo, get ready. We're about to pick you up too.
So calm.
Yeah. So when Sesame is finally swaddled, he is very calm. But Creamsicle is like probably the calmest. I think on the very first day when I was petting Creamsicle, he was literally already purring, even though we had just taken him out of the wild. Will says, my eyes get crusty too. Am I secretly a kitten?
You're okay. Just gotta clean here.
Am I doing a good job?
You should go toward the nose. That's easier to... Yeah, there you go.
All right. I think he's clean enough. All right. Do you want to put him back onto the ground?
Yes, I will put him back.
All right. So far, Creamsicle is a boy and Sesame is a boy. So the last one that we haven't picked up yet is going to be Oreo. So yeah, leave your guesses in the chat. F for female and M for male. And
what did I miss? Oh.
And I guess question mark for non-binary.
Guys, just sent it in the chat now.
I don't know.
I just need to catch her up. So Creamsicle and Sesame are both males.
Oh, Mark says, what was Creamsicle? Like sickle cell anemia. What was Creamsicle for the late arrivals? Creamsicle is a boy. So Oreo is in the back corner right here playing with Sesame's tail. So I'm going to try to grab him. All right. I got him. Ready?
Oh, perfect.
It's kind of crazy how limp these kittens go when they're like grabbed like this.
Okay, I would definitely have to say Sesame is very hard to swaddle. Like,
Yeah.
the other two go limp so much faster.
All right, so Clay says that this is a female. Will says this is a female. Mark says this is a female. Does anyone else have a guess?
Are you licking me?
Look at the face. Look at that face. I think I got a message from my sister.
Okay, you wanna look at your poll?
Yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna pull up our Instagram polls. So this is Oreo. Oreo is probably the most shy and most easily startled out of all of them. Even though when we were watching all the videos, how do you join the chat? I think you just press the thing at the right, don't you? There should be like a say something button. Apparently, Jacinta is in the chat, but she doesn't know how to leave a message. Anyways, it looks like chat is 75% female and 25% male. Anyways, Oreo is the shyest, the most skittish. Although when we were observing Oreo on all the webcam footage, Oreo was probably like
was active. I thought like Oreo was fearless.
Yeah.
We kept seeing Oreo in the front yard and backyard.
Yeah, Oreo. So the other two, when we were observing them, they would always be like very close to the garage, and they wouldn't really walk around. This one would always be walking around, like going maybe like 20 feet away from the wall, which to a stray cat probably seems like, no man's land. All right,
did Jacinta join? I don't know if she did.
I think Jacinta might have joined.
Okay. Here's my poll.
Oh, so Melissa's.
You might hold it for me.
This is such a funny picture of him.
Sorry.
So Melissa's poll. Yeah, Will says that Oreo does the scouting for the team. I think Oreo kind of was.
Probably.
All right. So Melissa's poll says that Oreo, 76% of respondents think that Oreo is a boy. 24% thinks that Oreo is a girl. On my thingy, let's see. Thanks for tuning into the stream, by the way, guys. All right. So on mine, 67% think. Jesse, are you watching? That's your face right there. Anyways, 67% think that Oreo is a male, and 33% think that Oreo is a girl. He's also it is also the most dirtiest of all of them.
Okay.
All right, so Oreo's gender is...
It's a boy!
Oreo is a boy.
We have all boys.
Yeah, so to recap, all three of these kittens are boys. And so now I can actually use... Yeah, so Will went 2 for 3. What did Clay go? Clay probably went like 1 for 3.
This is rigged.
Didn't hit the 3-peat. Yes. So we have 3 male kittens. And
I have one on my own upstairs.
Yeah, and Melissa also has... How are you 0 for 4? There's only 3 kittens.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, we have a cat upstairs named Max also, and he's a boy too. All right, so...
Wipe Oreo.
Yeah, we can wipe.
We have all boys.
Is this one clean?
I used half of it.
Oreo's pretty calm in your hands, right?
Yeah. Well, now what? What are people saying? No.
I don't know. So...
Yeah, okay.
Does Max play with the kittens? No, we haven't exposed him to the kittens yet. Mark, So Mark asks, how old do you guys think they are?
Okay.
We'll reveal that in just a second.
We don't allow Max to play with them because I wasn't sure if the kittens are carrying any diseases or, fleas and ticks. And Max is an indoor cat. He's never allowed out So in time being, we decided just to keep them separate, just to be safe. And since we went to the vet today, we just wanted to be more clear before we introduce them, or if we can introduce them.
Yeah. So
Should we let him go? I think he wants to be down.
you want to let him go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put the laptop back on the floor so that you guys.
I'm sorry.
So that you guys can see the kittens while we're talking.
Yeah, you're fine. You wanna play? Oops, sorry.
So what's your plan with the kittens? Are you gonna keep them?
Can I turn the fan on?
Yeah. So we're gonna turn the fan on. Since it's a bathroom, it has a fan, and so even though the fan doesn't really bring in cold air, it sucks the hot air out and actually draws in cool air from the hallway. So sorry if it's a little loud. Where's Oreo? Oh, so what's it called? What is his name again?
Sesame?
Sesame is over there in the corner. Oreo is kind of alert. And then what's it called? Creamsicle is just like behind the toilet, like not caring. The good thing is that they are kind of like food motivated, which is good. I've had a hamster before that was not food motivated, so I didn't really know what good he was. You know? Although it doesn't look like Oreo really cares for these treats right now. Are you gonna say hi to stream? What are you doing?
Oh, you're fearless now. Are you scouting for them?
What are you doing?
It's okay.
So the other day I left the stream on and I didn't put a book on top of the keyboard, and I come back and one of them opened the source code for YouTube, like the HTML.
You want to update them on the vet visit today?
Will says that there's stream lag. Is it still lagging? I'm on my 2014 Chromebook, so this thing's pretty old, which is why I don't really mind this laptop being in this room with them. All right. Will says it's good now. All right. So let's go with the vet update. So yeah, so we went to the vet today. We went to a place called
Kinship Veterinary Hospital.
Kinship Animal Hospital,
Animal Hospital.
in
Manchester.
In Manchester. So we did get reached out to by Richardson's Rescue, which is a small shelter in Mechanicsville. And so Richardson has been helping us. So Richardson hooked us up with this shelter visit. You guys want to see them a little bit closer? I don't know. I'll move the laptop a little bit closer. Oh, they're still like scared. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm streaming from a Chromebook. All right, so I moved the laptop a little bit closer. Actually, if I do this, I can read the chat without having to break my back. Hold on, guys. So I open this, mute it, and press play. And how do I look at the chat?
On the phone? I'm not even sure.
Oh, there's the live chat button. Here it is. All right. Yeah, I'm reading the chat on my phone now.
Oh, easy.
All right. And I can also see what's on the camera. All right, so there are the three of them. Let's see if they want this treat. I think they're all full now. All right, so pretty much we've been working with Richardson's Rescue, and they set us up with a vet visit to Kinship Animal Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And so pretty much we dropped them off at 4 p.m. today. We were there for about an hour. And so some of the things that we were looking to get out of this visit were
age,
gender, their health condition. They were also going to do like combo.
I don't remember the test.
I forget what it's called, but combo testing is what they called it.
Yeah.
As well as some other stuff like deworming.
Yeah, so I think they got their first dose today. They
Their boosters.
Yeah, their boosters. They sent us 3 more that we're supposed to give them in end of the month by mouth. So that will be a first. Better figure out how to put it in their mouth.
Yeah, she said to just open their mouth and just put the syringe in there.
We might just swaddle and then try to give it to them.
All right, so Mark, if you're still there, to answer your question, these kittens are approximately 6 weeks old.
So that would mean they were about 5 when we found them on Friday.
Chat. Oh yeah. So Jesse says that going to the vet is not fun, and that he thinks that taking his cat to the vet traumatized it. Anyways, Mark says, "Oh, cool." But yeah, so pretty much we met them when they were 5 weeks old, so they're currently 6 weeks old. I think from here on, we do have to foster them for a little bit longer because they need to get to a certain weight before they can get fixed. I guess since they're all boys, they have to get neutered. And so that would be at least 3 weeks before they're neutered. And then after they're neutered, they have to recover from that surgery, which would mean when they've recovered is when they can be put up for adoption. I think they're all sleeping right now.
They're really tired. It's been a long day at the vet.
Sesame is literally rocking back and forth with his eyes closed. Oh. Yeah.
So they said that Oreo was smaller out of the other 2 because he might have some intestinal parasites.
Yeah, so Oreo is significantly smaller than the other 2 cats. And like Melissa said, because of that, he might have some sort of intestinal parasites. Where's the pipe things that they play with?
What pipe things?
So the little nut cover things on the toilet, they love to play with those for some reason, which is why they're missing.
I have no idea.
I don't know. They like playing with this. I found one.
I like this too.
Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, Oreo has potentially has intestinal parasites, which is one of the treatments that they all had done, the deworming. On top of that, what else did we learn?
They have a lot of fleas. I don't think they found any ticks on them, so that's
Yeah, so no ticks, but they do all have fleas, apparently.
Yeah, so they just gave them something for that.
Yeah, and I know you guys have been asking if we are going to adopt them or not.
Or if we interacted max with them.
Or if we have, if we've introduced our cat to them. So the kicker is that they all have FIV, which is equivalent to human HIV, and so they've tested positive for that. They've all tested positive for FIV.
They're negative for leukemia, which is a good thing.
Yeah, they're negative for leukemia, and so what FIV is it's similar to how it is with humans. Pretty much they're if they do get an infection, they are less likely to survive it. That doesn't mean that they can't live a happy and good life. It just means that there is the chance that their lifespans are shortened.
So a very weaker immune system.
Yeah, so their immune systems are weaker.
But they're going to try and do the test again in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The vet thinks that because they are so small and still so young, like possibly, the mom had FIV and that they are still kind of carriers right now. So she is hopeful that they test negative if we test it again, but we're just not sure.
Yeah. So right now the hope is that when we do go to the vet again in, I don't know how long we're going.
I don't know,
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the vet again, and they'll test them again for FIV. And the big hope, fingers crossed, is that they test negative for FIV. I asked the vet, how does that affect their adoptability? And she honestly said that it does affect their adoptability. Like their chances of being adopted are slightly lower.
And it's also on top of that, like I've heard black cats have a really bad reputation. So on top of like having FIV and also like Sesame is all black coat, they're harder to get adopted from shelters. So another reason we definitely can't introduce my cat Max to them. I can't take a chance on Max. He's 10 years old and he also has early kidney disease. I don't want to risk it. So in the meantime, we'll just have to foster and hopefully their test comes back negative next time we go to the vet.
Yeah. Tracy says that she's tuned in also. Hello, Tracy. So yeah, as it stands, it doesn't seem like we'll be able to adopt any of them. We were maybe considering adopting one.
Yeah.
But we also were thinking like if we were adopting one, we feel bad for like pretty much abandoning the other two because it's not like we went to an adoption center and just picked one out. We have all three of them and we took them all in, and to pretty much ditch the others would feel bad on our conscience.
Yeah. And I feel like if we didn't have a cat at home, them having FIV wouldn't be an issue. Like I would be all for wanting to adopt.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to take a risk on a cat that you already have or another animal at home. But I think FIV only affects felines.
Yeah. Also, last night they were a lot more active than this, but I think that they're pretty exhausted from their vet visit. So like,
yeah, I'm sure they got.
Literally all of them are
They
asleep right
passed
now.
out in the car.
Good question, Will. Will asked, how does FIV spread? So FIV, the vet told us that FIV spreads through blood or bites.
Like play fighting, they bite each other. Yeah.
So usually it spreads from like male cats fighting each other for territory.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned it before that this might be the reason that their mother abandoned them.
Oh yeah, I don't even know. Like I'm assuming maybe just doing a quick Google search, but maybe the mama cat abandoned them because she noticed that they have illness or disease. Hopefully that's not the case, but I don't know where the mom is. So
yeah, so at this point, adopting them isn't an option because we have an older cat that already has health issues. Yeah, you already mentioned it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still on the table if they come back negative. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, So at this point, it's hard to get attached to them.
Oh my gosh! I think we both after the vet walked out the door just feeling so sad, feeling sad. Their drive home, sad during dinner.
Yeah. So I think Melissa looked it up on the internet, and cats with FIV can live, as long as 10 to 12 years.
Or as little as 2 to 3.
Yeah, but as little as 2 to 3 years. It really is. It really depends on how lucky the cat is, and yeah.
A little bummer.
And we obviously don't want to get Max sick also because Max, our cat, last year had hyperthyroidism, so we had to get an iodine treatment for that, and that probably weakened his immune system, right?
Yeah, because now he has early kidney disease.
Yeah, so Max now has early kidney disease, which is why we got him like an actual water fountain instead of a water bowl, so that he drinks more water. We changed up his food, so now he's eating more wet food to just hydrate him more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Max is apparently still underweight.
He's okay. He's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. So all three kittens are pretty much, their eyes are completely closed.
They're so tired.
Yeah. Here, let me bring the camera around to show you guys Creamsicle. I'm gonna try to be careful, quiet. I don't know if you guys can see.
Leave it there for a while as well. It's hard to see.
All right, it's gonna be sideways for a second.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's He's completely slumped.
Regina said maybe the mama cat got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we've been here for how long? We haven't really seen a stray cat around.
Yeah, I think we've been living here since December, and so the very first day, what was getting us frustrated was there was maybe like the chance that you can't bring them in and have them be adopted because at some point cats just become feral.
Yeah.
And they're just too old to be socialized. And so some of these said like, some of these shelters said we do capture, neuter / stay, and then release. And so
yeah, they're like known as community cats. They're like feral cats, just
chilling.
Live outside your home. But we were afraid that it was going to happen to them. But they were so young, and we felt like they definitely could be socialized and whatnot.
Yeah, so I would say that all three of these kittens are very good house cat candidates. Like they're all very socializable, especially the orange one. The only downside is that they tested positive for FIV, which is probably not an issue if you're not already a cat owner. If this cat is going to be the only cat in your house, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, but I would also probably guess that most people looking for a cat already have a cat.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Jacinta said.
So Jacinta says, what happened to the box? We took the box off so that we could show them. Otherwise, you guys would just be seeing a dark box.
When she said FIV.
Jacinta also says, FIV is totally manageable and easy to care for. Don't let it deter anyone from considering adoption.
That's
so
true.
Anyone in the chat, you can still have them, I guess. Clay says, did you find out what the breed was?
No, so just tabbies? We didn't ask.
We didn't ask what breed they were, but Aaron, our friend that got us the trap that volunteers at a shelter, said that they're tabbies.
Possibly.
I think they're medium-haired tabbies, right? Will asks, wait, so is it confirmed positive or suspected still?
It's confirmed positive. They ran the test, but they're hoping that they run the test again. It would be negative, but we don't really know.
Yeah, so they tested positive, but there is like the possibility that they get tested again next month and they would test negative. But maybe that's like something we shouldn't get our hopes up for. I'm not sure. Jesse says, fingers crossed, hopefully they come back negative. Me too. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to share about the kittens? Other than that, the kittens are perfectly healthy. No leukemia, no respiratory illness. I think that they're all going to grow pretty normally.
Yeah, I think once the deworming treatment starts working and they get their second round, I think it'll be good.
Yeah. Clay says, tabby is just a coat pattern. If you find out they have low FeLD1, I don't know, hyperallergenic-ish, I would love to adopt one. Hey.
I'm sure we get all the information.
Okay. We will definitely ask that next time we go to the vet. And then that means I have to come over to visit the cat.
Well, we also don't know how the adoption center is going to adopt them out, I guess. Like, are they going to be adopted in pairs? Or, you don't know, like, if they're super attached and one's super skittish, like, some shelters make you adopt them in pairs. So we don't really know.
So my sister's, I sent my sister a picture of all three of them eating earlier, and so it was lined up Creamsicle, Sesame, and Oreo. And my sister says that one on the very right looks like it just came out of the dryer. Oreo. Oreo's coat is very dirty.
Yeah.
Jesse says, good thing is cats for the most part forget about each other after a couple weeks.
Aww.
Yeah, so I guess another thing is like maybe since it's 3 kittens that came from the same litter, um, if you were to adopt them, you would adopt them in like a pair or something.
If it comes to it,
Yeah.
it depends. I mean, I'm sure their personality might change as they grow, and at that point they may be individually adopted. It really just depends.
I would think that you could probably adopt Creamsicle individually, and then Sesame and Oreo might need to be adopted as a pair. I'm not sure yet, but or
that's really up to the shelter.
Creamsicle is definitely way more independent. And so since we're doing this through Richardson's Rescue, they're covering pretty much all the vet fees. The only thing that needs to be paid for is the $100 adoption fee by the person that's going to be adopting the kittens per cat. Yeah, she said $100 per kitten. Yeah. I don't know what else there is to say about kittens. It seems like people like them a lot. Kim says, I joined the stream, but I'm on my phone and didn't see the chat / where I can chat. Kim, you need to be logged in to chat, pretty much. You can log in through your Gmail, I think. And Jesse says that the $100 is a good adoption fee. I would say so too.
Well, yeah, I mean, at one point, I was like, if I took them to Banfield or took them to Max at PetSmart, I'm sure everything would have been over $1,000.
Really?
I mean, like shots and people definitely getting neutered and like that's like surgical. That's gonna cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's like not one cat, it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3 cats.
3 times everything.
I guess if you've been following the story closely and you're happy with kind of like the progress of the kittens, I would probably owe a lot of that to Richardson's Rescue, since they're doing the adoption of them, or they're finding parents for them, and they're also paying for all of the vet fees, which aren't cheap. So definitely, I guess, consider donating to them if you've got the spare cash. Donating to a shelter is like one of those things that can't be politicized.
Mm-hmm.
Donate to Richardson's Rescue. Yeah.
They're so tired. Oreo just slumped over and was.
Kim, I'm not sure if you're in the stream, but I'll just message you back on Instagram also in case you're not here. You can log in and chat. Just use your Gmail.
Sophia wants to come over at 2:30. Are the kittens pretty active then, or no?
At 2:30? Maybe. I don't know. Does the stream have any other questions or comments? I don't know. Seems like we've kind of run out of talking points, so maybe we'll just close it out in a bit. Also, if you joined late, you can just go back to the website, hangwith.us/kittens, and you can, pretty much rewind the stream. Everything's archived. Will says, so do they go outside, or do they live inside now permanently, or do they still go outside?
I think in the meantime, they definitely have to be indoors, especially with the positive FIV.
Yeah.
We don't want to get, if our neighbor's cat ran out and, play with them and whatnot, they could possibly get that too.
Yeah, so, Will, to answer your question, no, they're going to live inside permanently now. I also don't think that cats should live outside, because cats honestly just like killing stuff. So they'll just kill birds. So if you just leave your cat outside, you don't know what it's going to kill, and like birds are kind of actually good for the environment, if you know what I'm saying. But also on top of that, since they're FIV positive, there's a risk of them contracting the virus to other cats. Clay says, "Good job rescuing them." Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of work catching them. I think one night I maybe slept 3 hours.
Oh yeah, we woke up at 5 because you saw it on alert.
Yeah. Monday night, I literally woke up at 4:30 and checked all the activity on the webcam. And scrolling back, I noticed that Sesame had been around,
Yeah.
and Sesame had been eating the food but not triggering the trap. And the reason for that was because Sesame was so small that it wasn't triggering the trap. So I went out there, I added new bait, and I added a 1 pound weightlifting plate on it so that the trap would be more sensitive. And I think 30 minutes after I did that, so around 5 a.m., 5:30, I got an alert that there's activity at the webcam, and I went out and he was in the trap, and that's how I brought him in. But with Oreo weighs even less than Sesame, and I even put twice as much weight on the trigger, and even then it didn't work. So I was keeping constant check of the webcam, and had to go out there while he was literally in the trap and push the door down to get him. I have it on my Instagram story a few days ago. Yeah, I'm also considering making this a. I'm also considering kind of doing like a summary catch-up video on YouTube if people would be interested. It seems like people are pretty interested on my Instagram stories, so maybe, I don't know.
You have those archived, right?
Yeah, the only issue is that all of the videos I took were vertical, and obviously YouTube isn't vertical.
Yeah.
And yeah, Will says, good point. He says that cats always bring back dead bodies. Jesse says that his cat catches flies for him indoors, and that his cat's very useful.
Well, Max found what? A cockroach for us?
Yes. Max isn't really good about killing stuff. So
I mean,
Max,
I don't think cats kill. They play until they die, whatever they're playing with.
I don't know. We have a cat named Max, and he hasn't really killed anything. He'll just like beat it up till it's like almost dying and then get bored with it. Like one time we found a cockroach in our house, and
But even looking on the camera, I didn't even think he was playing crazy with it either.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't even know how he got it.
he was just kind of pawing with it. We also have mice in our house, and Max hasn't done anything about them other than just stare at them.
I don't think they've come out. That's the thing.
Yeah. Jesse says cats are true anime villains. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So we do have mice, and we've been hearing them behind. So I think about 3 weeks ago, Max like randomly went up to the oven, and he just sat in front of it for like 2 hours, and we were like really confused about it. And then I think he kept doing that for like successive days, like maybe 4 days. And at one point, we pulled out the oven tray or whatever that thing is at the bottom of the oven that pulls out, and we found like little brown, what we thought were droppings. So we were having pest control come by next week anyways, and so he said that there were mice droppings, and he left like this little black plastic housing, and he put some bait in it and left it, and we closed the tray back up. And so that night we heard rattling for over an hour from that box underneath the oven, and Max was going crazy that night.
Yeah. There's something right.
Yeah. Looks like Sesame's eyes are open.
It's close now.
Are they closed now?
Does anyone have more questions?
No, it doesn't look like anyone has more questions. All right. Any other updates?
It's not a snag-a-job meeting.
Yeah. Any blockers or impediments? All right, yeah. I think we're going to close out the stream now, right? It's getting kind of hot in this bathroom, and they're pretty tired, so I think they want the box back. We're gonna let them sleep through the night, I think. We might start the stream up back tomorrow at 8:30. I don't know if this is like something people actually care about.
Cats eating? I don't know.
I don't know. I left the stream on this morning and kind of watched it as I was working.
You can do that.
They're like randomly active. All right. So let's call this good night. Is that what you say? Will says, thanks for streaming. No problem, Will.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Oh, they're awake now since we're moving. All right, y'all. Melissa, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Good night.
All right, goodbye, y'all. And Will says you need to think of a tagline. Our foster kittens. Oreo, Sesame, and
I
Creamsicle.
hope those names can stay, because the lady said from the shelter that there's a do not name list that we can't name certain cats.
Yeah, so since there's so many cats being adopted all the time, a lot of them just come up with like the most generic name ever, like Tiger or
Luna.
Luna? From where? Sailor Moon?
Is it? I don't remember.
Luna. And so you can't name those cats those names because they'll just get lost in the system. So hopefully they keep these names that we gave them. Can we get some custom emojis? I don't know. This is like my third time streaming. All right, we're going to sign off here. We're going to put the box back and call it a night. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and maybe we'll do this again next time we take them to the vet. Kind of like a Q&A. I don't know. All right, good night.
Good night.
End.